let's go ahead and do a recording real quick like. I'm going to jump on. This is the second part of the Hijack 347. Recorded the first part the other time, and then I had to go ahead and switch it up here. Or I had to add more stuff to it just because it was a lot of fun. It's there's a lot more stuff to talk about, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and find the hijack, and we are recording in just a moment. But boom. All right, let's go ahead and share that into the feed. No, is that discard? Okay, it is. This is the live one, right? Let's see. How's it sound? Let's see. Hey. Okay, cool. It is the right one. Perfect. Okay, it is. This is the live one, right? Hey, look, it's the live one. Let's go ahead and share that. And then we're going to share to the stories, right? Yeah, share to the story. Share to the story. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Hey. Okay, cool. It is the right one. Perfect. All right, stop. And where is... All right. Ah, crap. That's not what I meant to do. All right, we're going to add one more thing here, and then we'll go. So we have some things to talk about that we didn't talk about before. And we have a new one called the norovirus. So let's just go ahead and get started. The norovirus. That is the newest installation. These things are dropping like, I don't know, Drake singles, I think. I don't know. Does Drake? No, I don't know. Dropping like they are the hottest new song. Like they are DJ Khaled, another one. And this one was ravaging around New Year's Eve. So this is from, what is it, Today, the Today Show? Today, the YouTube channel Today. I think it's the Today Show. Whatever. But this is a video from that whole thing.
This morning, a holiday health warning as cases of the norovirus surge.
Norovirus decided to be our last little Christmas gift.
New data from the CDC shows an increase in outbreaks, with 91 reported in the first week of December across 14 states, more than double the number for the same week over the past 3 years.
Is there any reason why we're seeing this rise?
Gathering together, especially this time of the year, and all the traveling we're doing, that's causing the increases.
The highly contagious virus, commonly referred to as the stomach flu, can cause days of vomiting, gastrointestinal problems, and fever.
I promise you, you do not want this.
The recent rise comes as multiple states reported new infections in December. In Minnesota, health officials say the number of outbreaks are twice what they usually see. California officials also investigating an outbreak involving 80 people who became ill after eating raw oysters at a Los Angeles food festival. And on 3 different cruise ships operated by Holland America and Princess Cruises, more than 300 passengers contracted the virus. Norovirus can be spread through direct contact with an infected person, touching contaminated surfaces, or eating contaminated food.
If you have been sick with this, I'm sending you all my love because it's no joke.
Now, with millions expected to gather for New Year's Eve celebrations, health experts say it's important to take precautions. Wash produce thoroughly, don't share utensils, and don't rely on hand sanitizer.
You know, we all have this around the house, the hand sanitizer. This does not work very well for norovirus. You need to wash your hands that 20 seconds we always talk about.
Huh.
Dr. Torres went on to say that if you are not feeling well, the best thing you can do for others tonight is to essentially just stay home. And one thing about this virus, it can stay in your system for up to 2 weeks. So even if you're staying and feeling better, you can still be contagious. So make sure you monitor those symptoms if you are feeling sick. Guys?
Been there years ago. It is no fun. Shaq, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at
Don't miss the Today Show.
Teasers
Don't
up
miss the Today Show. Look, this is just going to keep going. This is not going to stop. We have another 4 years of the administration that was denying the coronavirus, then denying all kinds of stuff, saying things without any proof, becoming bigots and racists because of this virus that came out of the Wuhan Institute of Virology. And look, it looks like we are in for, I mean, between RFK being the health secretary, the TV guy is the TV anchor for Fox, I think it is, Pete Hegseth. He is our defense secretary. This is a cartoon. I know that it is a tired example, but this is idiocracy. I hate it. I hate it here. So be careful. Take your meds. And hold on tight, because the next 4 years are going to be rough. Rough if you believe in science. Rough if you believe in equality. Rough if you are a marginalized group. Hell, rough if you were even born here, but your lineage doesn't go far enough. How rich is that? Pumpkin Spice Palpatine is wanting to end birthright citizenships. This is out of BBC News.
And that's what's happened today in Seattle. So the first legal challenge to Donald Trump's attempts to end birthright citizenship. The judge who sat on this case, brought by 4 states, said it was a blatant, flagrant breach of the Constitution, Amendment 14.
Well, yeah, I mean, I almost think that flagrant might actually be the right word because it's that bad, that egregious. I mean, I think that, but I think that's the point that Trump is really. I mean, I think a good question if you're trying to understand Donald Trump's behavior is what does he think he can get away with, and he's trying to get away with as much as he can, and I think that Trump is taking a interesting new approach to the Constitution, which is to say, I decide what it says.
Can I put it? I think we've got it on the screen. Let's just put it up. It says, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which will abridge those privileges or immunities of citizens in the United States. I mean, it is a blatant overriding of the Constitution.
It has always widely been considered as such. However, here's the tricky part. It's that language in the middle, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. The executive order is going to say that only covers a person born here if at least one parent is a legal resident or citizen. And believe it or not, even though this has been around since 1865, the Supreme Court has never actually ruled on the depth and the breadth of birthright citizenship under the 14th Amendment. Now, clearly, Donald Trump, he knew his executive order was going to be stayed. He is playing for a fight here.
So he's going all the way.
But why is he playing for a fight? Can I actually add something to that? Because as far as I know, this executive order is interesting. They could have gone slightly smaller, still totally unconstitutional, but they could have tried and said, we will only say if both parents are unauthorized immigrants, then their kids aren't a citizen. Instead, they actually covered people who are here with legal authorization. The argument that we say, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm a human. The idea, and I speak the language. The idea that we say, if you come here, we've authorized you to come here. You're under our jurisdiction. And also, you're not under our jurisdiction by the Constitution. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of imagination to see why that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, very. And for the record, if this birthright citizenship starts going in, I might be a person that gets kicked out, even though I was born in arguably the most American state, Massachusetts. And I would still be possibly subject to be kicked out.
And I think it's an example of how far they're trying to go. This is not just about undocumented immigrants or unauthorized.
That's the other thing. What he's saying is very true. They are overshooting what they could do. They are overestimating so that when they get pushback, they can seem like they've made concessions, when in reality, they weren't trying to. Now, if they got it, they would, just like with Roe v. Wade, they would be like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Because the practicality of taking illegal immigrants out, quote unquote, illegal immigrants out, is going to be so over the top, and it's going to hurt economically this country so bad. Now, I do believe that we should be paying more money for to the people that are picking our fruits and veggies, and to the people that are doing all of the labor that the immigrant class in America isn't doing. But it's not because of any it's not for any other reason than they are people too. Not only are they people, they are doing the work. And I don't care whether you have a year-round tan or you have a melanin deficiency. If you work a 40-hour week in these United States of America, you should not be housing insecure. You should not be you should just not have to worry about where your next meal is going to come from if you're spending 40 hours working for a company that makes enough money for, let's say, any of these manufacturers, any of these farmers, any of these company farms, like not the mom and pops. All of these people are paying poverty wages while they are getting record profits. And that's true in all sectors. And one of the ways that they do it in the when it comes to blue collar work is they bring in immigrants illegally from other countries, Central and South America mainly. Now, the other thing that's happening is the H-1B visas. Now, the H-1B visas are a little different. They are being paid by some estimate, or by some people's standards. The immigrants that come in through H-1B visas, which are the visas that allow people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos to hire engineers from other countries at wages that American people would never agree to. And so they're like, okay, we'll just find other people that are highly skilled, and we're going to underpay them and hold citizenship over their heads. And I know people in my own family who love the H-1B visa stuff because they benefit from it. They're able to pull immigrants from other countries and underpay them. And there's the argument of the immigrants that commit crimes. Look, if you're a violent criminal, you should go to jail, regardless of where you're from. You should go to jail. If you're a violent criminal, you should go to jail. That's just, yeah, duh. That's on the very short list of things that cops are actually supposed to be doing. So, like, the birthright citizenship thing is an overshoot. It's asking for 15,000 when you really would take it at 10,000. That's what this is happening. That's what's happening here. And this guy hit the nail on the head. That's all it's happening. That's all it's doing. And I got another question for you. If you are of the people that voted for him and say, that'll never go through, what did you say during Roe v. Wade? Now, the pro-lifers are like, oh, well, we wanted that to happen. But the Trumpers that are pro-choice, which I know there are plenty of, Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen. What about Floridians? Floridians, how do you like not having your prawn nearby? I know that there are a lot of people that are pretending that, oh, this is a great thing. Yeah, it's great. But how many of you have VPNs now? How many of you have learned about virtual private networks? This is, by the way, the administration here is supposed to be the freedom, the administration about freedom. But it's always think of the kids. Whenever politicians, whenever anybody says think of the kids, and you look at shootings that are happening here, the school shootings that happen here as often as they do, I can't take you seriously. I cannot take you seriously if you are saying, well, what about the children? Let's go ahead and remove porn from Florida. Yeah, what about the children? That's the reason you're doing it? No. It's because you don't really believe in freedom. And anybody who follows that, anybody who's in favor of that lunacy, can if the shoe fits, wear it. Now, let's finish this one real quick.
Immigrants. This is about immigrants in general, including, by the way, Donald Trump's father would not have been a citizen under this law, and neither would, I believe, Usha Vance, J.D. Vance's wife.
Or Kamala Harris, for that matter, because her mother was here on a student visa.
Yeah, I don't know that Trump would have minded that one as much, but yeah.
I think Trump supporters would point out, though, that just because that's the way we've treated it since 1865, if my family, if my wife and I had a child in England, that child's not a citizen, right? No other country does this. And so what Donald Trump is saying, look, yeah, is he being aggressive? Absolutely. Is he pulling for a fight? Absolutely. But maybe it is time that our Supreme Court actually decide what exactly does this language mean? And maybe it means exactly what it looks like, what it appears to be. But it's time to call exactly what it is.
Much more.
So what that guy is saying is not necessarily that he agrees with Donald Trump, but that no other country has that. I mean, I don't know if he does. I haven't watched the full thing. But if he says that it's very vague, I don't think it is. I think that we've been dealing with it right for 100 years plus, and I think that plenty of the people who are advocating against said who are advocating in favor of removing birthright citizenship, most of them wouldn't be here if it weren't for an illegal immigrant giving birth here. So the level of hypocrisy just keeps going up and up and up, and the goal keeps being moved because that is what they do. They don't change the goalpost, they change the game. They change the game because there is not a way to logically come to the conclusions that they do without sounding like stupid, sounding like a bigot, sounding like you are uninformed and that you listen to whoever gives you any information. So when people told me that Elon was doing a Yahtzee salute, and I was like, okay, this sounds like some liberal hyperbolic stuff, because as much as I consider myself very much a leftist, I can tell you that there are some times when my fellow leftists kind of go a little overboard with their stuff. They do. That's just all there is. I mean, like, look, I understand people get heated. The right is way more guilty of it, though. Like the whole, we're going to misinform you into things. And really, usually, when it comes to the left, the people that are being misinformed or saying things that are slightly off or maybe very off are doing it because, number one, the right wing has been so cartoonishly evil over the last 10 years. Longer, but just outwardly evil during the last 10 years. That it sounds plausible. And when you say somebody did a Yahtzee salute in the middle of a presidential event, somebody who was at the inauguration, sitting on stage with the other richest people on the planet, when this man did that and people called it what it was, you know what? No, we're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at this video in its full context. This is a 38-second video, which has the entire context of him doing what he did. Okay? The full context is here. We're gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna tell you whether or not I think Elon Musk is a Nazi. Let's watch.
You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
Okay, so that was Musk doing the thing that we thought he did. Or doing the thing that I was told was. Now, I've watched this video a couple times, and I was trying to think of what... Is this guy really one of them? Is this guy really a fan of mustache? Like, what context could this happen? Like, if a left-leaning politician did anything close to that, it would be over. But I know people that are like, oh, no, he didn't. It wasn't a salute. That wasn't the Hitler high. Like, who looks at that and says, no, that's not what I think it is. I want him to do that in Germany. But speaking of which, after he did this salute, he went to Germany's far-right party and on stage talked about how you shouldn't be ashamed of your grandparents. You shouldn't be ashamed of your grandparents. Dude, do you know who their grandparents were? There are a few plots of land where saying you don't have to be ashamed of your grandparents. There are a few plots of land where if you say that, you mean a certain thing. One of them is Germany. The other one, Argentina, by direction of Germany. And I know plenty of German people, friends of mine that are like, yeah, he would have gotten arrested had he done that. Hell yeah, free Palestine. Had he done that in whatchamacallit, in Germany, he would have gone to jail. The only people who don't think that was a salute are the people who don't think that he is who he says he is, the people who are not very clued into what's going on. Those are the only two type of people. You know who thinks it was a salute? The people that like that type of salute. The Nick Fuentes of this world. They were like, oh yeah, that's definitely a salute. But do I think that Musk is a Yahtzee? No, I don't think he's a Yahtzee. I think he's a Meeseeks. One of my best friends in the world told me this. He told me something that was that made me think about that and realize that he's a Meeseeks. he is. They keep saying, "Oh, he's autistic. He's autistic. He's autistic." Yeah, you know what? He is autistic. Sure, whatever. Number one, he hasn't been diagnosed. People are just assuming that because he's weird, he's autistic. He's not that smart. He fakes. He fakes his gameplay. I've never seen somebody so wanting to be loved so badly. Never in my life have I seen somebody so thirsty with so much money. That shows you can't buy confidence. You can't buy being cool. You can't buy any of that. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are a perfect example of that. And why is he a Meeseeks? Well, a Meeseeks, for those of you uninitiated, is a visiting character, a reoccurring character at, or a guest character from the show Rick and Morty. And we're going to watch just a little bit of of what a Meeseeks is. Okay, we're going to explain what is a Meeseeks.
Captain Midnight.
This
video is brought to you by Curiosity.
No, that's not what I wanted. There's the Meeseeks episode that I was looking for. Hold on. So, okay, yeah.
This is a Meeseeks box. Let me show you how it works. You press this.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
You make a request. Mr. Meeseeks, open Jerry's stupid mayonnaise jar.
Yes, sirree!
The Meeseeks fulfills the request.
All done!
Wow! And then it stops existing.
Oh my god, he exploded!
Trust me, they're fine with it.
Ah, Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
Shield me from the law!
Yes, sirree! Stand down! Look at me!
I want to be popular at school.
Ooh, okay. In conclusion, a friendship with Emma Smith is the most valuable and enriching experience of your young life.
So basically, that's what a Meeseeks is. It's a servant that does what you want it to do and then disappears. It's like the perfect person, the perfect slave. And now you ask, why is Elon Musk, why are you calling him a Mr. Meeseeks? He is Trump's Mr. Meeseeks. You see, Trump wants a distraction. And he tells Elon, go out there. Maybe not directly, but he makes it known that he wants him to be a distraction. And if this guy is as socially awkward and takes things as literally, whether it's by autism or otherwise, if he takes all of this so seriously, so literally, he will go do anything to get attention. To get the attention off of the birthright citizenship. To get the attention off of any of the other things that he wants to accomplish. So, Elon Meeseeks Musk is Trump's Meeseeks, who is basically saying, I want him to be a distraction. And that's his thing. The other thing is, a Meeseeks, their existence is pain. Have you ever seen somebody less popular than Elon Musk? More alone than Elon Musk? More starved for attention than Elon Musk. I want to know, do you know anybody else that is that thirsty with that much money? I don't know about you, but if I had that much money, well, number one, I'd fucking fix world hunger and do all of the things that he could do and still not lose any of his lifestyle. I would do that. But on top of that, you would not hear, you probably would hear from me, but I wouldn't be doing doing this kind of stuff. Obviously, I did not own or I did not inherit an emerald mine and steal a bunch of businesses. So I guess his differences, our differences are many. So he is a Meeseeks. And there are so many people that are bending the knee, from the MSNBCs of this world. By the way, MSNBC, their ratings have dropped like a shit from heaven. Like, those guys are in need of some serious help. And I think that it's going to happen to everybody that bended the knee this time around. The Joe and Mika from MSNBC, the people from anybody that talked crap about Trump from the top down, including Biden, who was saying he was an existential threat and responded. And then after Kamala loses, he's like, welcome home. Because to them, modicum is the like the modicum of decency. Yeah, money by chance. Yeah, definitely money. And yes, Elon is the biggest clown. He's a clown for a number of reasons. He gets caught time and time again. He gets caught as much as Trump did when he said he had his publicist. Remember that? Yeah. Now, I mean, that's Elon. It's hilarious to me. It's insane to me that so many people have bent the knee. The Village People played the inauguration. Snoop Dogg played a party. Like, what are we doing here? Snoop Dogg, what the fuck is wrong with you? The Village People? For real, dude? I mean, like, look, the guy knows how to take a meme and commit to the bit. That's for sure. You can never say that about Trump. Commits to a bit more so than any radio morning zoo guy I've ever met in my life. I've never met somebody that sticks to the bit as much as Donald Trump does. It's freaking wild. But get ready, because it's going to be we're going to be laughing a lot, but we're also going to be crying a lot, because there's going to be a lot of pain that happens because of this. And sadly, after Elon Meeseeks Musk is done distracting and done doing what he does, he's not going to go away like a regular Meeseeks, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. That's the most unfortunate part about all of this. And this, the next story is a little bit more into the in the DJ world, but it covers politics too. I don't remember how to say this person's name. I think it's Threelau. Threelau or Lau? Blau? I don't know. Anyway, Blau or Threelau. I forget. I've always seen it written. I've never. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Deadmau5 calls out Threelau. We're gonna call him Threelau for DJing the Trump inaugural ball. Threelau responds, "I stand by my choice." This is out of Billboard magazine. So Deadmau5, who is a controversial figure in EDM, because he says a lot of sideways shit, but and he doesn't filter, and he's okay with calling people out. He's okay with being a shit stirrer. So, yeah. So he called out Threelau on Twitter. I don't dead name, but if I'm gonna dead name, Twitter's the one that I'm gonna dead name. The producer shared the same images and video. Oh, wait, no, that's not. Okay, I hate these websites, the way they do them. Let's see here. Deadmau5 has some choice word for electronic producer Threelau in response to a social media post from the latter artist about playing an inaugural ball for President Trump earlier this week in Washington, D.C. On Tuesday, Threelau pronounced Blau. There we go. I thought it was Blau. Pronounced Blau, posted images and video of the event alongside an Instagram caption that said, 5 days ago, President Trump's team reached out because they needed a DJ for the inauguration afters. Playing Starlight Ball was not on my 2025 bingo card, but I mean, wow, what an honor. I was so nervous, and I got to play for 30 minutes, but holy shit, achievement unlocked. On on Twitter, the producer shared the same images and video and wrote, "Yesterday was a huge leap forward for crypto. It was an honor to be a small part of it, DJing the POTUS afters." Born Justin Blau, the producer has released electronic music as Blau since 2013. He's also a well-established tech advocate and investor. In 2021, launched Royal, a blockchain-based based platform investing in music rights. The timing is crazy. Blau's caption continues, "I know I've been quiet for a long time, mainly because 2025 is going to be the biggest year yet for both my music and Royal." The comments section on the inauguration day post, currently the only post on the Blau grid, is a mixed bag of feedback with deadmau5 among the thousands of commenters on Instagram. The Canadian producer pointedly wrote, Here's the best takeaway. Not a single person in that entire dumb administration has ever known who the fuck you are, who the fuck you were, cared about you, or even gives the remotest shit about you. And you certainly won't be remembered by any of them. But everyone in this business will remember that you stood behind Nazis and convinced felons who would further marginalize the very people who gave you a platform. What very little respect I had for you is gone. So glad you got some drink tickets out of the deal. Enjoy them, you Nepo piss baby. Dude, Deadmau5 has me, I'm on Deadmau5's side in this one, for sure. In response, 3Lau wrote Friday, January 24th on X that, "Since playing the ball, I've received backlash from several prominent members of the music community. While I anticipated some pushback, the intensity of the response has been far greater than I expected. A matter of fact, I am a proud American," the statement continues. "The freedoms we have in this country make it possible for me to pursue my passions, whether as a founder, a CEO, or a musician. My pride should not be used as a vessel for other people's anger. That is exactly what the behavior that divided us. I am unwavering in my decision to focus my music on my work, on my things, blah, 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 to push forward. This might not always be aligned with a single party, but progress comes from working together, not against each other." All of this bullshit... I believe firmly in both free speech and the acceleration of tech innovation. These principles have been integral to my identity. I also see crypto blockchain technology as a monumental force essential to our future as a nation, forces that the previous administration opposed. This is all just a word salad from 3Lau or whatever the hell his name is. Do I have any 3Lau music? Hold on, let me check. I'm going to check. Let's check if I have some 3Lau. Do I have 3Lau music? Let's find out. Let's see if I have some 3Lau. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if I have some 3Lau here. Hold on. We'll figure it out. We're gonna see, because I know I have. I know I've heard the name. I've seen the stuff. I've seen the name, but I mean, I look at so much music that that I don't know that I would. I can't pick him out of a crowd, you know. I can't pick him out. I can't. If you said 3Lau or Blau or whatever, if Blau showed up in front of me, I could not tell you who he is. If Deadmau5, I could tell you who Deadmau5 is. I can tell you who most or a lot of these artists are. But Blau? No, I can't tell you who Blau is. I can't tell you. I'm pulling up my my work computer, Serato, and seeing if I can find some 3 blau in this thing. Let's find out. It's taking it a second. But yeah, the fact that I was thinking about this. What would it take for me to play a oh, how about that? I don't have any 3 lau. I don't have any 3 lau. I am out of lau. Let's find out. Let me. Did I 3 lau? I don't see 3 lau in here. The coup, Lauren. Yeah, I don't see a single 3 lau song. What's his? Let's see if I could find his. What is his big track? Does he have a big 3 lau? Let's find out what his biggest track is. He does look kind of like he does look like a chode. Oh, this guy, 3 lau. Let's go. Let's let's go into his Instagram. Look at this. Look at this guy. That's a hell of a party to DJ for drink tickets, bro. My man was playing for drink tickets. That's hilarious. That is so funny. I want to find his music. Three Lau music. Let's see. Songs? What songs? Tokyo, Better With You. Touch, Punk Right Now. I mean, some of these look familiar. Let's bring up Tokyo. Oh. Yeah, that sounds very, I don't know. It sounds like, what's his name? Marcus Schultz. That's what it reminded me of. Marcus Schultz. It's like, it's fine. It's one of those that I think, I think 3 Lau is like, what we call coworker music. Music that is safe for coworkers, as long as you don't look at his politics. So, speaking of songs, last night, hanging out with one of my close friends, and I'm drinking soda, Coke, out of a whiskey glass. And she goes, "What are you drinking?" I was like, it's just Diet Coke. And she says, Coke in a Scotch glass. And I said, Coke in a Scotch glass sounds like a song, like a folksy song, you know? Or it could be a very like high energy song if it's like, you know, the other kind. But I thought of it like a Coke in a Scotch glass, like a very gloomy, like chill kind of thing, right? Like a very chill type of song, maybe folksy with a guitar. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to see if I could get an AI to write me a song. I'm going to see if this AI will write me a song. And I'm just going to give it the title. I said, write me a song called Coke in a Scotch Glass. And it took 2 minutes maybe. And it gave me 2 different versions, one with a chick and one with a dude. And this is what it sounds like. This is all AI.
In a dimly lit bar, he holds his drink, Coke and Scotch mixed, a memory link, gentle to sway like old forgotten songs, whispering tales of days that once were strong. Each sip reminds him of love once shared, memories dance in his mind, not to be ignored. Scotch for the night, Coke for the day. In this glass, both blend a perfect display. Coke in a Scotch glass, a taste of past. Nostalgia swirls in this darkened sky. Longing for what was in every swallow. Memories linger, in this drink they stay. He reminisces about laughter and light, days when life felt bright before the night. Scotch for the pain, Coke for the fun. In this glass, memories come undone. The bar lights flicker soft and low, echoes of the past in every glow. Coke and Scotch mingle in a dance so fine. In this glass, time seems to lie. Lost moments in time, captured in this mix. A blend of memories in this drink we fix. Coke in a Scotch glass, a taste to pass. Nostalgia swirls in this darkened sky. Longing for what was in every swallow. Memories linger, in this drink they stay. Coke in a Scotch glass, a mix of sweet and strong.
Wow.
Nostalgia swirls in this glass they belong. Longing for what was in every swallow.
This is too much.
Memories linger, in this drink they stay.
So that's the chick version. I have a dude version too. And this one was the first one I heard. And I'll tell you who it reminds me of and whose voice I think they stole after this.
In a dimly lit bar, he holds his drink, Coke and Scotch mixed, a memory link. Gentle tunes sway like old forgotten songs, whispering tales of days that once were strong. Each sip reminds him of love once shared. Memories dance in his mind, not to be ignored. Scotch for the night, Coke for the day. In this glass both blend, a perfect display. Coke in a Scotch glass, a taste of past. Nostalgia swirls in this darkened space. Longing for what was in every swallow. Memories linger, in this drink they stay. He reminisces about laughter and light, days when life felt bright before the night. Scotch for the pain, Coke for the fun. In this glass, memories come undone.
I love that it recognizes the drug versus the
Bar
Coca-Cola.
lights flicker soft and low, echoes of the past in every glow. Coke and a Scotch mingle in a dance so fine. In this glass, time seems to align. Lost moments in time captured in this mix. A blend of memories in this drink we fix. Coke in a scotch glass, a taste of past. Nostalgia swirls in this darkened space. Longing for what was in every swallow. Memories linger, in this drink they stay. Coke in a scotch glass, a mix of sweet and strong. Nostalgia swirls, in this glass they belong. Longing for what was in every sip. Memories linger, in this drink they dip.
This song, the second one, reminds me of my first thought was the Get Up Kids and Saves the Day. And then my friend said, how about, what do you think? I think that it reminds me of Death Cab for Cutie and the Postal Service. And that is I think that they stole that from, the voice. I think that's who they mimicked for that. But either way, I'm sharing this with you, number one, because listen to those songs. That was all done by machine learning, not AI, machine learning, because there is no such thing as artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence doesn't exist. That's called machine learning. That's what this thing is doing. And it machine learned 2 songs that sounded like a professional did it. That is so scary, and we are so cooked. But more than that, this should be a warning to you. When you see things online, when you see things being reported online, be careful. There's a lot of really actual scary stuff that is going to attempt to happen, and in some cases actually happen here in the States in the next 4 years. And some of it is going to affect us for the next 30. So we just need to be aware of that and be careful with the information that we're given and be swift with correcting yourself if you screw up. Because there is too much. There's just too much. There is too much bad information out there for you to just dismiss it and just be like, whatever, we'll just it's whether, I hope this is true. I hate these posts online where people are like, I don't know if this is true, but you should check this out. No, you check it out. Before you spew any information, you figure out if it's true or not, and then you say it. So there's a ton of real stuff to share and be angry about. I hope you use it. I hope it is you use it sparingly, and I hope that these next 4 years don't treat you as badly as we expect. So let's hope for the best, but expect the worst. And until then, I think that we should just be kind to one another, and be resistant of bigotry. Because if we don't resist bigotry, if we don't resist the hate that we're about to witness, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for marginalized groups. It's gonna be rough for anybody who's making under $500,000. And if you're a marginalized group. So be careful, share good information, be safe, take care of one another. And we're going to do this again in the next month or so. And I'm going to be coming back a little bit later in a couple hours and doing some music. So follow me on the DJ Zouain pages. Talk to you later. Peace.